Hello, everyone, Randy here working on the John Deere 2510 here again today. If you watched the last video, we made some new steps here, or well, actually we kind of made them the episode before, painted them up here last episode, got it ready to go. We'll probably wait till the end of this episode though to put the green paint on them, otherwise I got to stand in the shop here with the paint fumes, so we'll wait till the very end to do that probably. I've got the heat going here, so hopefully the heat will warm the shop up just a little bit again when it's like really way too cold out here to be painting, but what are you supposed to do, right? So I suppose I could like leave them on the tractor unpainted, but I don't really want to do that either. So we'll get them painted up. Just gotta be careful with the paint. It really runs easily when it's cold like this, and I'm not sure how well it really sets up either, to be honest. But we'll make the best of it. Speaking of steps, by the way, I did have an idea here last episode, everyone. I want to put some steps. I'd like to have something on this side, right? Just to make it a little easier to get in and out of. And I figured, you know what? Why don't I take the original steps and put them on this side? So we're going to be looking into that here this episode. If they do fit, I'll probably need to go through them, clean them up, wire brush them as well. And don't think there's actually any holes under here either. Let's see what's here. Oh, no, I stand corrected. There actually might be holes under here. Oh, there's a hole. Okay, let me rephrase that. There's a hole under here. I'm not sure what. Oh, no, there's the other hole. Okay, there actually might be two holes under here. Okay, so we might not even have to drill holes under here. I was thinking there probably wasn't holes, but there actually is. I'm not sure if this pair of steps here, let me turn the camera on. I'm not sure if this pair of steps here is like original to this cab here, everyone. It doesn't really look it. This looks like a little more of a homemade job. I don't know. I could be wrong. Should maybe see if I can go find some pictures online. Or if anyone happens to know, you know, is this the original, what the original steps look like for the cab? I don't know. It just the way the fit and finish is, everyone, it doesn't quite look it. This looks like a homemade job, so I don't know. Oh, you know what? I should realize too, everyone, I should like pull this this piece off here too. We should like really get that painted up as well. What's it look like on the other side here? What does that one look like? Oh yeah, I should really get some paint on that too. Okay, you know what? That might be the first project, everyone. We're gonna get those pulled off, both sides, and I wouldn't mind getting paint on both those, get them painted up here as well. As far as painting goes here, by the way, let's get back here. I would like to do some more painting. If you look up here and kind of look down here, there's kind of like a line, right? I would like to get some paint on this stuff, but that'll probably be, well, we'll probably wait till it's warm again. Ideally, don't like to really do it in the shop if we don't have to, because painting in here is kind of messy. And then, of course, we have to heat it up and warm it up too. So probably maybe next spring sometime, when it's warm again, I'd like to paint this, but that'll probably wait until then. Oh, speaking of this back here, by the way, I'm not sure if we'll get to it here. Maybe this video as well. We need to get something in here to plug up the rather large hole into the cab here. Initially, I was thinking of just sticking something in there, everyone. But my coworker, he was over here, was it a week ago, I think it was. He had an idea. It's like, why don't you build something that'll kind of enclose this area here? Now, I got to be careful with this piece here because, yeah, I don't know. We'll have to figure it out, everyone. We'll have to figure it out. But that way we're not interfering with the seat because, again, where is or what parts go up and down here? I forget. It looks like it hinges there. I think this is solid yet. I don't think this goes up and down. This is the hinge where it does go up and down. This is, of course, solid. Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to figure it out, everyone. But, yeah, we definitely need to fill that in somehow. Not sure how, but it needs to be filled in somehow. Well, let's start by getting that step off there, and I might just have the tools sit right here to do this with. Let's see. Oh, hey, look at that. That is the right size. What is that, 3/4? Perfect. Probably need an extension. That should do the trick right there. And like so. I don't know if I can get this off one-handed or not. Oh, I can. Look at that. Okay. So, yes, if we stick that on there, we stick this on here. Oh, wow, that wasn't even that tight. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Did you hear that? I didn't even have to ratchet, really. Okay, I'm going to need my other hand, otherwise this thing is going to fall here. And same thing on this side. Or maybe not. Okay. What about the other one? Oh, let's see if I can get in here, everyone, without the extension. Oh, dropped it. Because the extension does take out some of the Impact. Can we get in there? Negative. Denied. Okay, plan B. Okay, plan B. Brand new battery. Actually, fully charged battery there. The other battery actually only had one bar on it. Apparently, it wasn't impacting quite hard enough and fast enough. Got the new battery. Still struggling a little bit with the one, but it did finally get it out. Okay, we'll get these cleaned up here in a minute. If you notice, the one kind of looks a little better than the other one. That's because this one here we found in my grandpa's scrap bin. I don't remember when that was again, but we found, I think it was the same spot we had found the cover for the toolbox, which of course actually isn't on it anymore. But same spot we found that. We found this as well. Grandpa had like some sort of scrap bin, or I don't know if it was really a scrap bin, part bin or something. He had it in there. So that one actually was not on the tractor. We put that on here earlier this year, spring. I forget exactly when that was. This one was on the tractor. Obviously, it's a lot dirtier. Paint actually don't look too bad on it because it was under the cab, right? It is quite dirty though, and as such, I figured maybe it was a good idea to cover up our new set of steps here. I don't want get greasy, dirty crap on that while we're cleaning these up. So we'll get these cleaned up here in a minute, and we'll be right back. Primer on the top of those. I'm hoping by the end of this video here they'll be dry enough we can flip them over and get the bottom side painted. I don't know. It's probably not quite going to be because again it's cold out here. So anyway, also got the old steps here from the other side mounted up here. Unfortunately, yeah, I kind of have the step over there being painted, so I can't line this up right now really good, but that's where the step was. Obviously, there's the one bolt hole. There's the other one. You can see we're off by a long ways here. This is supposed to mount up underneath, or is it on top? I think it's underneath of that step there. And yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, obviously, one thing we do, everyone, is probably move it over. That was an 1.5 inches or so. Yeah, a good 1.5 inches we can move. Maybe 2, maybe almost 2 inches that this can be moved over. But that still will not put this. It basically needs to be, this needs to be center line with this here. So yeah, this is off by quite a bit. And I'm looking at this, I want to see how hard it would be to like cut this off of here, this piece here, and like somehow move this over. That's a good question. Very good question. Nice thing, this will give us steps for this side. I don't have to worry about making any steps. And again, not like you'll be climbing in and out of this side probably very often, if at all. So, I mean, at least if you do want to, there are steps here, because otherwise, again, it is pretty hard to get out without some form of a step. And if that's not down there, it's basically, well, I wouldn't say impossible, but virtually impossible. So let me do a little more looking at this here. Everyone, see what I can figure out. Like I said, I can drill these holes over a little bit more. If you look here, the holes on this part of the cab here, they're kind of like off center. So if you were to flip this around, this side would probably line up pretty good. So this side would be flush here, right? So obviously it's shifted over. That'll move it over about 2 inches, but that still is not going to get us close enough. So I'm going to have to figure out if we can get this off, put something different on. I'm not sure yet. Well, I think we're at least going to start by drilling some new holes in this bracket here. So we'll at least shift the whole set of steps over a little bit. Again, that's not going to give us enough. And then I was looking at this here with this, you know, if we're going to like cut this off and somehow move this over as well, which I'm sure we got enough here if we can get it to cut it off. But wow, someone's really got that welded on there. That hey, that's going to be some cutting. I can cut this part here. That's not so bad. How do I cut these welds here? Because this is an angle bracket. What do I have that I can get in there with? I could plasma torch it, but that's just going to cut everything up. So I'm not sure I want to do that. Oh, and this is what I was saying. This looks like it's homemade because this looks like this is torch cut on the end. You got some torch marks up top. Don't think this is original. I don't think. It doesn't look it to me. Again, torch cut here. This really to me looks homemade. I don't know who made it. I have no idea if this is something my grandpa made or previous owner of the tractor. I don't know. got it. A little hammer, a lot of cutting, of course, finally came apart. I just finished welding up all the cut lines here from me trying to cut this apart here. I had a cut mark through there, welded that up. Cut mark from the back side that popped through the front side there, got that welded up. We'll have to let that cool, and I don't really want to start wire brushing this here in the barn today, because if I do, it's going to probably be a cloud of dust and stuff, and seeing as how I want to paint, we'll hold off on that. So I think we're going to go ahead and start painting now, and that'll probably be the wrap for the video. So let me shake up a couple cans of green paint. Speaking of green paint here, by the way, the hardware store, if you remember everyone, I've been complaining the hardware store carries yes, the Valspar green paint here. I'm not particularly a fan of that. Anyway, I picked up 2 more cans, and now they're carrying the Krylon. Krylon? I don't know. I've never used that paint either, so I'm not familiar with it. No idea. I don't know. Is it better than Valspar? It's a heck of a lot cheaper, that's for sure. $4.99 versus $6.49. Oh, that can't be good. I mean, if this stuff is cheap, and I'm not a fan of this paint, by the way. This Valspar paint, I'm not a fan. Not a fan. Again, yeah, I'd have to drive down to the John Deere dealer. I'm going to get it. Just it's a little bit out of the way. Long drive there. So I don't know. We'll try the Krylon and see how it goes. I do have some Valspar left yet as well. Yeah. Okay, well, there we go, all painted up. Of course, the back actual steps that go on the tractor, those need to be flipped over and primed and painted on the bottom yet. I was going to prime them, then I realized, you know what, why don't I just put the green paint on top? They'll have a day to dry, then I can flip them over, paint the primer tomorrow, and then hopefully put the green paint on tomorrow as well. At least that's going to be the plan anyway. So yeah, the new steps all painted here. Use the Krylon paint there. I'm not super happy with how that paint painted. For one thing, we got some weird spots in it here. I don't know if the camera will pick that up here. Like right there, yes, I know it's running, everyone, but it's got like some weird cream colored nonsense going on there. There's other spots it's doing it as well. I don't know what's up with it. Hey, okay, hopefully you can see that. Yeah, can you see that there? I don't know what is up with that. I tried putting, additional paint on top of it just to try to hide that, but I don't know what's up with that. That's weird. Not to mention this paint runs really, really, really easy. Yeah, I don't like that either, but oh well. Yeah, I guess we'll have to see how it turns out once it's dried. On that note, I'm going to abandon ship here. Paint fumes and all that good stuff. I'm going to get out of here. If you folks have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them down below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more. And as always, thanks for watching, and till next time.